You won't believe what happened next. So picture this. It's a searing afternoon in Scottsdale, Arizona, at a sprawling corporate retreat thrown by a tech empire hungry to be seen. The sun is relentless, sharp enough to turn even the most elite sunglasses into useless accessories. Around you are glamorous resort tents, artful decor, and tables groaning under what has to be the ritziest catered food money can buy. Everyone, from fresh-faced junior analysts to heavy-hitting executives, is dressed to the nines, sipping champagne as if they were trophy designers of success itself. Vanessa Caldwell stands at the center of it all. She's 43, in a navy pantsuit, so tailored it might as well be armor, and her blonde bob is all sharp edges and silent threats. She's the CEO of Orion Dynamics, a company that rocketed from a scrappy startup to a billion-dollar emblem of power. She hasn't just built it, she is it. Her voice is calm and cutting, each syllable polished until it gleams with control. Then she spots Darius Cole. He looks like a background character in her meticulously curated retreat. Late 40s, broad shoulders, practical work shirt, tucked into pants, a ring of keys hooked at his belt. He doesn't command attention. He mops floors, changes light bulbs, and empties trash cans, tasks invisible enough for them not to exist until they're not done. And yet she notices him now, distinctly. She inclines her glass, a mean smile curling her lips, as if she's just discovered the punchline no one else has heard. "Look at this," she says, loud enough for her circle to hear. Even here, at our retreat, the janitor shows up. Should we put him to work cleaning champagne stains? Her words slide into the air among nervous chuckles and a couple of tension button suppressions. Darius keeps stacking empty plates on a tray, his eyes down, unflinching. He's heard worse, but Vanessa isn't finished. She spies the sleek helicopter parked nearby, the glossy black Bell 407 bought by a generous investor to brandish their power. She leans close enough for her group to see the malice in her eyes. "I'll tell you what," she says, through a slow, wicked grin. "If our janitor here can fly that helicopter, I'll marry him on the spot." This time the laughter bursts loud, bright, brittle. For a heartbeat, you expect Darius to feel humiliated, maybe slink off. But he doesn't. He sets the tray down, turns, and finally looks at Vanessa. His voice is low, calm, steady. "Is that a promise?" Laughter falters. Her grin trembles for a moment before she catches herself. "Sure," she says, waving dismissively. "Knock yourself out." The group laughs again, uncertain now, as though their own laughter betrayed them. Then Darius nods once, his posture unwavering, and begins walking toward the helicopter. The energy on the lawn changes. People quiet down. Curiosity prickles sharp as cactus spikes. The retreat had been a stage, and now the stage has shifted. From the moment people arrived, Scottsdale was supposed to sell them a vision, a lifestyle brand, not just a tech company. Golf courses that stretch like manicured eternity, desert horizon that looks like a painting, infinity pools that seem to pour wealth into the sky. Vanessa made every detail spell out bold, untouchable success. The helicopter was her crown jewel, shiny and out of reach, just like her persona. But here is Darius, moving without fanfare across the grass, goal fixed. Executives whisper to each other, some scoff and roll their eyes, others swallow, suddenly unsure. Vanessa lifts her glass, trying to laugh off what she clearly fears. "Oh, please," she says. "He probably doesn't know how to open the door. Watch, this'll be funny." Thomas Gray, her vice president, forces the sound of mockery. "Yeah, right. 2 minutes, Tops. But he can't hide that flicker of interest, because Darius reaches the chopper and slows. He runs his hand across its side, like he's greeting an old friend. Something in his familiarity with the machine silences more than it answers. A junior manager whispers, "Why does he look like he's done this before?" Vanessa snaps, "Don't be ridiculous. He's a janitor. Probably thinks it runs off a car key." But when Darius climbs onto the skid and slips into the cockpit, people shift again. He's not fumbling. His hand finds the controls as though they've been waiting for him. They watch, mouths open. She laughs louder, brittle and anxious. Watch him press the wrong button. He'll be up in smoke. She's still talking when he lowers his hand to the seat and pulls out a key, the ignition key that someone foolishly tucked under the cushion. He inserts it. The engine kicks. Blades spin in a hungry whine. Dust lifts into the air, stirring napkins, rattling drinks, angling heat, and chaos into the scene. The laughter dies, replaced by wide-eyed gasps. Darius is calm. His eyes flick across gauges, switches, levers. They slide under his fingers, like they trust his grip. His voice is quiet in the cockpit, mouthing something only the closest can hear. Bike. Easy. Just like riding a bike. Someone mutters, "He knows what he's doing." Another, "That's not guessing." A third, "Wait, is he serious?" Vanessa's face whitens. Her ecosystem of control is shattering in the whir of rotor blades. Darius is not pretending. He's in command. Quietly, he lifts the helicopter. It rises, skids scraping grass, tables tumbling, people backing into terror and awe. Then, with precision, he arcs across the lawn. Dust and napkins whirl, like the retreat has turned into a whirlwind of disbelief. Executives hold their arms, stunned. Vanessa can't breathe. The air is thick with what she's never seen before. Real, unmanufactured capability. He levels out. Higher now, the rotors a rhythm against the Arizona sky. Heads swivel. No one moves for fear of breaking the moment. Vanessa's lips part, but no words come. Thomas whispers, "He did this. He actually did it." The helicopter cruises, a silent testament to Darius, then eases down into the grass, landing flawlessly. The roar fades. Engine stops. Silence crushes the lawn. Darius lifts off the headset and steps out with the calm posture of a man who rented his body to everyone's wrong expectations his whole life. He doesn't smirk. He doesn't brag. His quiet presence is a hammer that crushes arrogance. Vanessa croaks, "All right, that was lucky." Darius turns that way, and his voice is soft but carries steel. Luck doesn't keep a bird steady in the air. Luck doesn't know how to land without killing everyone on board. Silence stretches. Then someone finally whispers, "That wasn't luck." Darius reaches into his pocket, pulls out a wallet, and hands a folded card to the nearest executive without looking away from Vanessa. They unfold it, military ID, name, rank, Chief Warrant Officer, U.S. Army Aviation. People breathe as if they've found air in a vacuum. Vanessa's blood drains from her cheeks. A direness settles over the retreat. The power dynamic has ended. He tucks the ID away, voice even. "I flew missions most people wouldn't survive. I pulled men out of fire. When I came home, I took this job to keep my kids fed." No one speaks. Vanessa's mind is silent in a storm of humiliation. Her joke was not just undone. It's backfired like a grenade. The room doesn't laugh. They look at her, and she is deflated. "Is that a war story?" she says, fragile. "You expect respect for mopping." Darius's expression doesn't change. He's not angry, just resolute. I don't expect anything, but I won't let anyone mock me for where I stand today. People unwind their minds, recalibrating. Julia, shy and bright, voice trembling, says, "You saved lives, and now you're cleaning up after us." Darius pauses, eyes soft with gravity. It's not about being humbled. Titles don't make you better. Actions do. Silence falls again, but this time it's full, heavy with re-evaluation. Vanessa edges backward, her energy is gone. That control she built is hollow now. Thomas Gray leans into another executive, breathless. "We walked past him every day, and we never knew." Julia nods. "He saved people. She tried to humiliate him." The whisper spreads itself like wildfire. Above it all, Vanessa is alone. Her empire's symbols stand dusty and broken around her. The retreat is no longer about flawless image. It's about truth. Later, when the sun begins to dip, she finds Darius in the lobby, towel in hand, wiping tables like nothing happened. Her heels click. She stops. "Mr. Cole?" He glances up, neutral. "I misjudged you," she says softly. "I was wrong about... You made me look a fool." He doesn't exaggerate. His eyes don't glint triumph. His voice stays calm. "Most people see what they want. That doesn't mean it's all there is." She looks at him, unsure. She expects anger, upheaval. He doesn't give it. "People judge a uniform," he says quietly. "I did what I had to. Still do." She opens her mouth, then closes it. "I can change," she whispers. "That's up to you," he says. Then he goes back to his work. The retreat ends differently than expected. Instead of stories about product launches and investor buzz, people are talking about Darius. How a janitor became the soul of every conversation. Vanessa tries to lead debriefs and panels, but her speech is hollow. No one's listening with fear anymore. They're listening with curiosity, respect, and the memory of what can't be unseen. In the weeks after, Vanessa changes. Not overnight, not fully, but she pauses before jokes, listens before dismissals. Her staff notices. They see vulnerability where once there was only dominance. Darius stays, keys on his belt, mop in hand. No promotion, no new title. He doesn't want a spotlight. His dignity carries more weight than any corner office's walls. And in that quiet constancy, he teaches everyone what respect really looks like. Because the real story isn't about a helicopter or a joke. It's about how you treat someone, the stories you let people hide behind until they don't anymore. It's about the power of humility, integrity, and being seen for what you've done, not what people think you are. Remember Darius Cole. The next time you're tempted to look down on someone, ask yourself, what do I not see? Because greatness doesn't announce itself. It unfolds quietly, often when you least expect it. And truth can flip a boardroom upside down more efficiently than any speech ever will.